Kaspa community, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know exactly what time it is. Let's waste no more time and take a look at what's happening with Kaspa. I'm going to leave the comments on today. And one thing I want you guys to let me know is if you see a change in audio quality. If you do, let me know in the comments down below because I did get a new microphone. So that would be greatly appreciated if you guys can leave a little bit of a feedback in the comments. But let's take a look at what's happening with the broader market right now. Going into Sunday morning, looking amazing as of October 26th. You're seeing a amazing day for the broader market, and Caspa is up 9%. Very, very interesting things happening with Casper right now. So let's take a closer look and see what is really going on right now. So again, if you're looking at it over the last 1 week, I wouldn't really say it's over the last 1 week. It's more over the last, few days to be exact. Caspa is now up about 15%, but bringing a chunk of its gain just over the last 24 hours, which is amazing to see, of course. But the price is currently sitting at almost 5.8 cents. We're up about 9% on the Bitcoin side of things as well. Valuation making its way back above 1.54 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about 60 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So what you're looking at as far as the dominance is concerned is, we are seeing the dominance pulling down right now over the last, 2 to 3 hours to be exact. You can see for yourself, we did see this bounce up to almost 59.83%, short-lived, and we're kind of finding ourselves back down to 59.75%. But we want to break below this. We want to start retesting the 59.5% mark, which of course I have discussed with you guys on this channel before. A very, very important level to be at for the dominance. And if it continues to decline from there on, we could really see altcoins, gaining momentum that we want to see. But Bitcoin right now is looking great. I did mention this in my H-bar update as well, but obviously we're going to highlight that on the Caspa update. The price of Bitcoin still remaining within the 23.6 fib zone going into Sunday, holding around this key range, but we're having a very hard time for Bitcoin to break above $112,000. It can be clearly seen. So obviously, breaking above that key range is very important because it opens the door for us to get back up to like the $114,000 price point. But not bad. Again, we'll definitely take this rather than, the price going below the 23.6 and heading into the 38.2, which we actually been seeing quite a bit over the last, few week. I wouldn't say weeks, like week and a half or so. But we'll definitely take this. If you're looking at Caspa, though, Caspa was able to retest the target we were talking about on the Crypto ZX channel. And what I mean by that is, of course, the 6 cents price point. You cannot make this up. Some exchanges, you did see the 6 cents price point, actually being met. But, the exchange that I'm looking at, MEXC, USDT pair, you can see the price of Caspa went up to 5.9 cents, just below the 6 cent psychological price point. But I would say, we were very close to it and it was quite successful. So, overall, whatever we've been talking about over the last few days, it did end up playing out. So remember, I was talking to you guys about the 5.5 cents mark. Look at it for yourself. We did see the price of Caspa. Let me just give it a refresh live here so I can give you guys a little bit of a better perspective. Here. So take a look at Caspa's price on the hourly time frame around the 5.5 cents price point. So I talked to you guys about how this is the level to be watching out for. Breaking above here, it could take us up to 6 cents quite fast. Look at it for yourself. The price was sitting at about 5.2 cents last night when we recorded the update. We did make our way up to the 5.5 cents. You can see the price started seeing a little bit of a rejection around that key range, but we finally saw that breakout, which took us almost to the 6 cents price point, as you can see for yourself, which again itself from the 5.5 cents, from the 5.5 cents breakout was a 9% move towards the upside. Very, very nice move here, going as planned. Now, the 6 cents, resistance is still in play. It's not that we broke above here. We did see a little bit of a rejection at that key range, as to be expected, because that is an important level. But we need to also keep in mind that, Bitcoin saw a little bit of a minor pullback, but I wouldn't really, say it's due to, Bitcoin. I think it is due to, the importance of the 6 cents price point. So again, I like the setup that we're seeing with Caspa right now. Again, from October 22nd, looking at a Caspa increase of about 23.76%. So, quite an impressive move towards the upside. breaking above this key range, obviously, that is close to the 6 cents price point, opens the door for us to, where we were on October 13th. So I like what we're seeing here, step by step, of course, to make our way back up to the key range at 8.3 cents. Sometimes if those moves can happen much quicker, but right now, Bitcoin hasn't really broken out above this 112K key range yet. You still did see Kaspa reacting in a positive way. And I think that is due to, the dominance pulling down a little bit. So now imagine we're sitting at about 59.75%. Imagine what happens to altcoins when the dominance starts pulling down to some of these lower levels that we haven't seen since September. So yeah, you're gonna keep that in mind. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Where do you see the price of Caspa going? Much love. Subscribe if you have not done so already. And again, like I said, let me know in the comments if the audio quality is better. Love you all. See you later in crypto ZX and peace.